Welcome back to Wook Plus. I'm Weekend Wook, joined by Kev the Great One and T. Sorry, I had to get that poll in last second. I was like, oh fuck, the intro's almost over. Also, I know I'm not supposed to curse in the first 5 minutes. That's how we get flagged. So
Yeah,
oops.
dude.
I
It
did it
turned out,
last.
the other thing turned out okay. It was
They
all right.
always do. They always do. So I guess if you don't YouTube, you probably aren't aware of this, but there's an algorithm that like scrubs the videos and looks for if it's ad appropriate. And every single week, without fail, we get flagged as not appropriate for most advertisers. But most of the weeks it gets reversed. So anyway, welcome to Wook Plus Live.
They're talking about brother.
Yeah,
They
I
are, I
know.
see
I
that.
love Brother. I think I might be chasing Brother too. When was the last Brother?
Sacramento, 21, opening of the 21 tour. I was there. The Gold
Ah.
One place or whatever to open the tour. It was not a very good version. The whole show was a little rough. They made up for it the next night in San Francisco, but
I
it
saw a
It was a
couple
rough
of them.
Brother.
it was
I
no
saw-
Arkansas. It was no Arkansas. It wasn't that bad, but it was pretty
I
bad.
saw a couple of them in '91, and then the Island tour when they did it, and then they did the single version. They were joking around that we should do the single version and played like 30 seconds of it.
What are you guys chasing right now? Do you know?
A-Train.
Curtis Lowe's is like the most played that I haven't seen for that stat on Fishnet.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's A-Train and Glide. I think Glide is up there as one of the ones I haven't seen. So that, and
You're
then
never
A-Train
getting an
goes back.
A-Train.
I know. So it's just like gonna sit there forever. It's like, and after that, it's all like crazy one-offs that I'll never get either. Like all Halloween like one-offs. So not really
I
chasing
saw
anything.
A-Train in my first
A-Train.
show.
My most played not seen is A-Train, Amazing Grace, Big Ball Jam, Love You, Paul and Silas. So like they're all songs that I'm probably never gonna get.
Never gonna get.
Paul and
Although
Silas,
Lagrange.
I will say this, Kev. Yeah, I'd love to get a Lagrange. I will say this, Kev. Maybe they know that so many people's stats have A-Train at the top of the list. Eventually, they'll bust it out at some point just to like for a certain group of people to knock it off. Festival.
Monday Green.
The perfect time for it.
Monday Green would be the perfect intimate venue to do that.
Or like a late night, like in like like the drive-in set, or like in the intimate late night set.
Just open with it. Screw it. First song, people be off the hook.
Super intimate.
Super Purple Rain. Intimate. I like to see Purple Rain in the Rain again. We got a few of those.
Red Rocks, your first show, right?
Rocks, yeah.
With Fishman's mom, or was Fishman's mom the next year?
I think she was that year, wasn't she? And she played.
I think she was that year.
I think she was 93. Yeah.
She wasn't very good at it, but
no.
Did not quite get the
solo down. No.
Hey, Mom, you want to come up on stage? Sure, honey.
I'm getting pretty excited about Monday Green though, and I guess Summer Tour in general. Like it's still way off, but now that like we're getting close to spring and over the cold weather and shit, and all the other summer dates are getting announced and everything. Tickets just got it was the on sale, right? Was it the public on sale or the lottery? It was the lottery that just went, right? I think
got
released
were today, and I think pre-sales start tomorrow and on sales Friday. Is that right? I don't even know, but yeah, I think everybody got their releases yesterday and today. So,
and if you have a code, you can do it tomorrow.
I don't think Monday Green is super expensive. What was that? Like $650 for 4 nights, including camping?
Yeah.
That's
Chuck.
What's up, Chuck?
What's up, Chuck?
I don't know. I mean, one man's cheap is another man's expensive. So, to each their own. But I don't think it's
for the amount of like music and what you're kind of getting. I feel like it's okay, but
yeah. I mean, there's definitely super custy, like get the VIP glamping or the crazy RV with like what do they call it? Like the personal entertainment guide or something. It's like, you're at a fucking Phish festival. Why do you need an entertainment guide? It's like you're going to see Phish. Yo, welcome, Wilbur.
Hello, Michael.
Oh, I love to see all these new members. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Really appreciate it.
We'll have to do a member hang soon with all the new people included.
Yeah, we should do one maybe this weekend. I don't know. Yeah, staying off site is nuts, but I tell you what, don't get the travel packages because the hotels in Delaware are cheap as shit in
That's
general.
the only thing. Like, it is nuts, but I mean, the thing that's nice is you have a real bed, you have a room, you have a shower, you have a bath. You have a lot of nice, like, right. But the problem is the shuttle or getting back and forth and leaving. Like, I feel like you'd rather just stay there and pass out and wake up there and everything and deal with it. That's kind of once you're in. I feel like once you're in, you're kind of in. There's not really like
Right.
I think half-assing it is doing it like a hotel. No offense to people at a hotel because usually that's what I would do, or like rent a house or something. But
That
I don't
would
know.
be
I
a
feel like
total
It's
T
the whole
move.
it's the whole thing of having to extract yourself from
right,
there
exactly.
every night
Leave,
and leave.
right at like 5 because you're going to be up anyway, right? And like the substances and everything, you'll probably just roll through until dawnish, and then what are you going to do? Like go? I don't know. I think you'd rather just crash in your tent. Like, granted, the sun comes up and it sucks.
If you want to poop in the air conditioning, you might like having the hotel.
That's what it pays off, Kev.
That's why you get the Glen Close. You pay the extra $100 so you can poop in the AC.
Exactly.
We should create like a Jam Sherpa service where we can guide people. No, we're probably going to be in Glen
We're probably going to be in GA, but we're on the wait.
We're probably going to be in GA. We want to
get in. We're on the wait list.
We're on the wait list for Glen Close because we all decided that, in case it's 100 degrees and 90% humidity, we want the, there's extra luxury. But we also are wooks and waited to like the last minute. So very likely we're going to be GA, but hopefully Glen Close.
This is the way to go. Like, have both, have the option. So that way you can stay over the night in the tent and then get up the next day and be like, you know what, I'm going to run to the room and take a shower real quick and I'll be back. And then like you come back.
Right. If anything turns for the worst, the weather gets super hot, your stomach hits or something, like then you have the backup plan, but otherwise just rage.
Yeah, exactly.
Michael's a smart guy.
Smart guy.
Yeah, no, that's the way to do it.
Totally.
I don't know. I'm really, really fucking excited about it. Yeah. Thank you, Essie. Essie's very concerned about my chilled bathroom experience. I even started thinking, it's weird because it's only March, but I even started thinking like packing lists, like the supplies, the clothes and everything. Like it's not because I'm like there's an anxiety or anything that I feel I have to do it. It's more out of an excitement, right? Like it's just like, I don't know. I think because we were talking about it, and you know what it was too? It was when you put that thing in the group that we were officially like in the waiting list and shit. That like where I got the juices going. Where I was like, yeah, let's go.
It's sort of like almost real now.
It's almost
like
it's like 20% real now.
We've committed to a wait list. That's how we do it. I think the thing that I like the best part about this is, well, I was going to be glamping, but now I'm going to be with the boys.
Yeah, we totally peer pressured him and we shamed him into
I couldn't convince them to come glamping with me, so I'm going to go schluff it with them.
Mountain.
But I think the coolest thing about the thing, speaking of the tickets though, and getting back to that, is that it's all open, right? Like there's no like buying the ticket from it is just like you got a ticket, you're in, right? Yeah. There's no like seats GA this crap now, because like with the way they're doing the lottery now, you don't get to choose. So if you put in for Dick's, you just get sent whatever they have. And like I know a bunch of my crew just got stands for Dick's and they're like, what the fuck? Like I don't want, so now they got to go through the operation.
It fucks everybody. Because like you're either a little better off and like care and want floors, or in my case last year was I wanted lawns because I was trying to hit, or 2 years ago, I wanted to hit more shows and I was broke. And I got fucking paths for like all the shows I went, and I was like, "Well, that sucks."
Yeah.
So
the lottery,
I don't understand why they took away that freedom from you.
It's fucked. Like, what's like if I want? Yeah, you should be able to request GA or stands. Like that's where you want to be. And now taking that out of our hands.
Let me get nefarious on you. So you do this, right? All your boys end up with all these stand tickets. So what are they going to do? They're going to have to sell them. They'll probably sell them below face. And then they're going to buy new tickets because they want the floor tickets. So in effect, they've sold tickets to your boys twice.
Right. And and my boys are losing money because, to your point, you're going to sell them less for the stands and pay more for the floor.
So never get the fees back. Right.
You're not getting an even return, and you're not getting the fees or anything back. So it's kind of like they kind of fuck the fans
Working it.
again.
Well,
Like,
no, I think the key then is you just don't do the lottery.
right.
Right.
And then you're just stuck at doing the on sale with everyone else, and we know what a shit show that can be. So it kind of it's
Yeah.
like that's not a great advantage. Like I used
You
to
just show up. Roll the dice. Right.
I don't like doing that. I haven't done it often because like there's like my brain part of my brain that's like freaks out if I don't have it all set. But the handful of times I have done it, it's worked out splendidly without like any issues. And like I don't know if that's just like I got super lucky and it was like serendipitous, or if it's actually just way easier than we think. But it's like very rarely like night 13 of the Bakers or like New Year's Eve or Halloween. Those shows like you got to kind of be prepared
On
for.
it.
But most summer shows, I mean, how many shows even last year was there ticket trees up? I mean, like probably half of them had ticket trees.
You know what part of it is? The idea of scarcity no longer is what it used to be. When a show used to say sold out, you knew it was sold out because people had to go and buy a physical ticket. With the bots and the scalpers buying all the tickets, shows sell out that maybe are, 3/5 of the tickets are actually going to have bodies in the seats.
And
Right,
and to that point too, Kev, they often start releasing more tickets closer to the dates, or you just happen to go on Ticketmaster and there's a bunch of you can still get tickets. So it's the whole process is so frustratingly
Silly.
annoying and awful. But yeah.
Well, I
It's true,
guess
like
our message is if you hadn't gotten tickets in the lottery, fear not, because you very well or you
You'll
will
get 'em.
very easily get into the shows. Everyone gets in. And don't join any scam organizations to get tickets. Just be patient and trust. Just trust
the
in the
system.
process. You'll get your tickets.
It'll work out.
Essie's bringing up Hampton. Do we want to talk about that a little bit or no? We can move on. What do you want?
I was going to say that somebody had tweeted the price of tickets. We were talking about tickets and how much Phish was at Deer Creek the tickets were going to be and how much Goose at the Cap was going to be. And the Goose tickets were more per person than the Phish tickets.
Were they?
Well,
yes.
that's probably because of supply and demand, and that it's fucking Goose at a 1,800 person venue, and Phish had 50,000.
Right.
What's Deer Creek?
That they're also not selling tickets.
At least
right?
18,000,
They're
19,000.
only doing it through the online sale or whatever. So it's kind of
Was that llama?
That builds scarcity as well.
Their very own island tour. Good for them.
Listen. It's not an island tour. It's in Portchester.
Well, you know why? The reason that's getting said is
because
because Phish made the announcement. We couldn't wait till summer. It's
But it's such a fucking brilliant move. A, because there's a demand, obviously. B, because they get to work out their new drummer. And C, because I'm really fucking excited to hear Cotter in an actual show so I can once and for all decide if I'm sold on him or not. Because I'm undecided at this point, but it's looking good. It's going to be a really hard ticket to get. And that's one that I think if you show up, you're not getting in. Although I thought that remember when Phish did the Sirius XM thing in Philly
or whatever,
and I was like, there's no way you're gonna get it. I'm not gonna go down. I was free that night, and then I found out
everyone got
the next day everyone got in that they were handing out tickets because they had a whole bunch of tickets that were never claimed
or whatever,
and all I had to do was just go and show up.
And I would assume, I'm assuming there'll be some for sale there, but I think they'll be, I don't know, more expensive than usual. I do like that they're only trying to get them in the hands of fans and only doing the online sale or whatever it is. So, and not doing
the lottery thing.
Yeah, doing a lottery sale, which is, I don't know if you can say fair, but fairer, I think.
I think it's your only choice. What else can you do? There's only 1,800
seats at this point. So.
Which is crazy that we're talking about it like that's so tiny for Goose when 2 years
That's what I was just thinking. That's where my brain was just
like nuts. But it's the truth. Like it is a tiny venue for them at this point.
Yeah, that is.
But that rise is insane.
Right. Phil's playing there tonight.
Llama decides
Yeah.
to show up and just drop grenades in the chat. I choose chaos. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if we had gotten sold on him earlier, we would have been gifted some tickets, but it's all right.
But
I won't hold
we
it
got
against them.
we got left at the starting gate. We weren't sure.
I got one more Goose thing to say, and then we can move on from them. I noticed in the recording, I don't know if anyone cares about this, but Cotter has the same exact drum set and cymbals that I have right there, a DW Design Series with the Zildjian K Custom and yeah, mostly K Customs. He has a PC hi-hat. I don't have a PC hi-hat, but I was like, holy shit, that's my drums.
You sound like a
Very
dude
sweet.
talking about your car.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Everybody has
so
their thing.
you have all these extraneous circumstances that are leaning you into being a fan now. You're like, oh, that guy, and oh, I can get on with this guy now, and he's got
He
my
plays the
drums,
same
so-
drums as me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see
We
where this
know
is
each
going.
other.
I see where this is going. I see what's happening.
No, I'm not, and I'm not even denying it. I think I've said that
I
a
know,
couple of
I
times
know,
where
but now you
I'm
have a real investment here. Like it just keeps building. You keep finding more things you like about it, which is
The posters will start to change in the back.
Yeah. I have that's a Taboos poster back there, the Goose tab one.
Right.
I don't know if Kev's doing the after shows. I don't think so. Maybe one or two. Kev, you want to do any of the after shows?
If I can watch the Goose, I'll do it.
watch the Goose.
Yeah, they're gonna be awesome after shows.
Is that like watching the Phish?
Hey,
Throw it in the oven.
what channel's the Goose on again? All I can find is the news.
Do you remember the bit where I threw the remote, and then the whole thing went into a film that we thing that we had pre-recorded?
I don't.
This goes back again to the Amazon Women on the Moon phase that I've apparently
probably
spent my
blocked
whole
that
life
out.
under.
Jason, do you have the K Customs or the straight K series? Because the straight K series suck balls, but the K
Customs, man.
the Customs and the dark Customs are fantastic. But the straight Ks are no bueno. It's like, how niche can we get? Talk about something that like 3 people watching care about. I don't care.
I'm watching the numbers just plummet.
Woo!
Well, now we can go into Marvel then if they're getting down to that low.
So
Like,
you
let's
know,
talk about
Phil's
Dune
playing-
2 for an hour.
Phil is playing at the Cap tonight with the Krasno, his son band. And Krasno is the other guitar player, not Rick. So I'm wondering who more of the vocals are going to follow on, because I don't think Krasno sings.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I can't remember Soul Live ever having vocals.
Well, they did when Toussaint was there or whatever. Remember, for a while they had that lead singer for a bit, and they were kind of like a 4, but he was in and out, and then he kind of left for good, and then it was a 3 then. And yeah, mostly it was just jams.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder who is singing.
I mean, I might be looking up who the rest of the band is while we're talking.
I'll be honest, I wasn't listening to anything you guys just said. So
Amy Helm.
If you want my input, you're gonna have to reiterate what you're talking about.
Amy Helm is going to be there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who is friend of Graham's there. Miscellaneous tour dates also.
I was gonna say, what other tour dates are announced? You were telling me, what is it? The Bisco Biscuits?
Bisco Land is back. The weekend of the 4th of July.
That's fun. It's the second one, right? They just did one. This is the return. Let me see. Yeah, year 2. That's exciting. They're having a fucking hell of a year, man.
They are having a hell of a year. They're playing 3 4-song sets, and in something that they're calling the bubble of positivity.
Well, I'm all about that. Let's join that bubble of positivity. I feel good for them.
Right. And also, Live Nation did a whole thing today with House of Blues, the Fillmore, and the Sanger down in New Orleans for JazzFest late night. like 3 or 4 J-Rad shows in a row, 3 or 4 nights in a row. J-Rad's playing the Fillmore and lots of
That's for
collaboration.
JazzFest.
Yeah, for JazzFest late night shows.
Which are the
Bunch out
best
blues.
shows.
One of them late night, like 2 a.m, is New Master Sounds, who haven't played together in a long time, are apparently wheels down and getting back into
Welcome,
it.
sir.
You know who else has a late night show on May 4th, technically May 5th, which is my birthday? Karina Reichman has a 2 a.m. show down there, which I'm trying to get to.
I
if we
see all
go.
kinds of names.
So much
DJ Williams
music.
has a I call them mashup shows. Joe Marcinek, I think, has like Porter coming out with him and some other people. And
those are the best.
Krasno
That's my
might be the
favorite.
one.
That's my favorite thing to do is just go down and hit up all the fucking late night shows at the venues. That's why I always tell you, I always skip the fest and just go to the fucking.
The cost of the festival, the fest itself
Yeah.
these days, it isn't worth going every. It used to be $20 for $100. You were there every day, including cab rides. Now it's 7,000.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
man.
you could just go
prefer.
and get the late nights, right?
It's the best.
but
Like the 1 a.m. tip shows. That's my
Are
favorite.
you
Those
going
are
to
the
go see
best.
the Stones? Are you there for the Stones?
No, no. Even if we are, we're not. I'm not. I don't want to go to the fest and see him. I've seen him enough. If I see him, I'll see him out here again. But I don't need to. Like again, I'd rather like.
I like the food. I'd have to go one day to eat the crawfish Monica and the soft crab po' boy.
Oh well, yeah. We usually go second weekend, which is usually my birthday weekend and the Derby. So like we go Saturday, have a great lunch, watch the Derby, have some cocktails, take a nap,
And Daniel
and then
will
go
be
to the
down
after
there with you
shows.
too.
It's the best. It's the best.
It is.
There you go. Daniel knows the second weekend.
Check it out. House of Rules had shows every night. Bonorama at the Parish. I hate that place. We got Pop smoking weed in there like the first year I went. And first night show we went to was like the Wednesday before the second weekend. It was the Meters. Got Pop smoking fucking weed. We're like, House of Rules. Fuck this place. Yeah.
I mean,
the guy just
like,
took it. So it was one of those deals. It pisses me off. If they throw you out and let you keep it, that's one thing. But if they just take it, they're just trying to take your shit.
Yeah, of course they are. But I mean, like that's like a corporate like venue. Like that's like a bar. Although it is weird. I feel like at this point in like my life or just like in society, it's weird to hear people say pop smoking weed because like that just doesn't translate as a thing anymore. It's like right, like you wouldn't say like, oh, I got pop drinking a beer. You're like, what do you mean? Like it just I mean, I know it still happens, but it just exactly. But it feels
different.
weird. It doesn't ring right. You're like, that doesn't make sense. All right, Kev, you know what time it is. I wish we had music or we got to make one.
Yeah.
We'll go
figure it out.
So
it's amazing. But what's amazing is you're already getting people asking about it and talking about it. It's like people already know to expect that Kev's going to bring up some Neil Young shit. And trust us, we were already on it. We put this in our thread today to make sure that Kev was going to have the Neil Young moment. And the Neil Young minutes even made the set list. So
we're going to make all our marketing materials like Wook Plus for all your Neil Young news.
Then he can sue us, and that would be gold. That would be worth $1 million.
It's a weird mix of Goose, Taper's Choice, and Neil Young.
so Neil had issues with Joe Rogan, right? Playing on Spotify. So he pulled all his songs off Spotify. Well, now apparently Apple and some other platform, Tidal or whoever, are putting Rogaine on. So instead of pulling his stuff off of those platforms also, he decided just to throw up his hands and go back on Spotify.
I feel like a lot of people have lost the bite in the fight. You know what I mean? Like there was like coming out of the like in the 2020, 2021, 2022, everybody was so divided and there was just so much. And for better or worse, I'm not even taking a side, but it felt like there was so much more, standing up for shit. And now people are like, you know what? Fuck it. Like I'm tired. I don't care. Like, whatever. We're just gonna do it.
yeah.
I'm kind of like that too. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do shit on X or whatever. And I was like, fuck it. I don't.
You know when Neil's throwing in the towel though, it's like it was
he
like
has
when
to be
I saw.
Pretty tired, man. He's an old
But
dude.
That's it. He's got to be like,
keep fighting the fight, man. You got to be out there. You're Neil Young. You're like hippie god, dude. You know.
Hey, man. When Anthony Kiedis did a Gap ad, it was over for me. That's when I was like,
who sold out the CSI for their song.
It's
it was
done. Yeah, exactly.
Well, 2 questions. Is Rogan still on Spotify?
Did I say his name wrong?
Did you say? I thought you were doing that on purpose. Yeah, it's so much better. It's so much better that you didn't know you did that.
Oh my God, Cav! No way.
Holy shit!
Did I not say his name right?
When do I ever see it but written? I don't know. I've never listened to his show.
And it's spelled Rogan, right? Like, isn't that Rogan?
Yeah.
How do you get Rogaine out of that? There's no I. There's no.
You know,
like Roger. I don't know. It's a Phish block or something.
It's like Rogan slogans. Like, come on, it rhymes with your last name.
Exactly. He's like, what do you mean?
He's still there, but it's not exclusive. Okay, so
maybe we've been saying Kev's name wrong the whole time, and it's Hogaine.
It's Kevin Hogaine.
Undercover. It's my alternate personality.
You narc.
I think also the other thing that had everybody up in arms against Rogan was specifically the shit with the vaccine and the pandemic, and like that's what had everybody up in arms, and that's kind of past. And I feel like people just aren't holding that grudge anymore.
He left.
Well, yeah, I don't think he ever gave a shit. And again, I'm not taking sides or getting in the middle of any of that. I'm just saying that that's not like a fight worth fighting anymore. Even if you did feel that way at one point, like, you know, we've all kind of moved on as a society, I think. So I don't know. What the fuck am I talking about? So I got a quick announcement. I don't have anything to share yet, but I decided that we will, in fact, do a Phish bracket this year. I know we're already into March, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to do it. You know, we just did the Grateful bracket. We have the Wookiees coming up. I'm busy as shit. But I got inspired. I started doodling some designs last night, and I got really far with it. So I was like, fuck it. This is a cool design. I want to do it. So I would say probably like by next week, the Phish bracket will be out. So keep an eye out for that. If you don't like it, that's fine. Just mute our account or my account or mute Phish bracket. Like, no hard feelings. But otherwise, chill the fuck out and have fun. But yeah, what is the number 1 seed this year? I don't know. Did we figure that out?
Fluffhead never won.
Yeah, Fluff has to be number 1.
Antelope
I think Fluff should have won already.
Fluffhead and Antelope are both up there.
Tweezer, Yem,
Ghost,
Hood.
Reba, and Hood.
I was trying to do it in order, but yeah, it was Tweezer, Yem, Hood, Ghost, Reba. Melt should be up there, Will, but it probably won't.
Divided Sky might be up there just because of its pedigree.
Yeah. No, Divided Sky is like it'll be in the Elite 8.
Do you think something off Gamehenge will end up there just because that's the way the wind is blowing from Gamehenge these days?
Well, Bag.
I was thinking Lizards. You would say Lizards.
Yeah.
Lizards is going to be next to Divided Sky, I think. Maybe in that like 7-8 spot. I could see Bag getting artificially inflated because I don't think Bag should be in the Elite 8, but I could see it jumping in after that.
MVP performance.
Yeah, maybe Chalk Dust too after the last couple of Chalk Dust we've had.
Yeah,
I could see that one getting up there. I actually think this is going to be one of the most interesting years we've had because now we're getting into that like the next echelon after like that first, upper echelon, and I have no idea how it's going to pan out, which is the best kind of bracket. Here's the question though: how many songs should we include? Should it be like a small, tight, like 32 or 64? Or...
We'll do 64 like a real bracket.
I could do 72, so 64 plus 8 with the first round bye, right? Like the rest is 64, but then give the Elite 8 first round buys.
That'd be interesting. But then you have to really, drift for tea.
The most songs I did in a Phish bracket was 356 or whatever, like whatever the multiple of
900.
8 was. And that was a fucking slog because like just putting up those polls, all those polls just took forever. Yeah, you know what? We could just do one poll a day. It doesn't have to be a tight thing. Like really fuck the haters. Just every day we just do one poll. It's actually for next year's March Madness. It's just
Just drawn out
every day. That would be funny. Yeah. I like that.
What do you think about something like Down with Disease? That was such a consistent jam vehicle, but doesn't get the kind of love.
It is. I don't know. Part of me feels like it's grossly underrated, but then part of me completely understands why, because like, it can. I don't know. Like, there's some fantastic jams that come out of it, but there's also some of the most mundane, like predictable jams. Yeah. I'll hit chat up maybe. We could do some PSLs.
Oh, where should Ruby Waves be?
Speaking of that, real quick, can I just note that if anybody goes and sees Real Estate, which is Alex Bleeker's other band from Tabor's Choice that he's in right now, they're touring. The lead singer of Real Estate reminded me so much of Chad the other night at the show. Like, I sent you guys the video of it, and the mannerisms.
Funny.
And the way he dances, and even his voice a little bit when he was singing, like he was wearing glasses and had a hat on. I was like, the whole show, I was like, it's Chad. Oh my God. Like, yeah. And I sent it to Tim. Like, I was like, you guys, tell me this isn't Chad. And it looked like him. So anyway.
Are you sure that wasn't him?
No, I'm not at all. Jason, can you confirm that your brother is not in a band right now called Real Estate? That was like a early 2000s indie rock band.
Do any songs after 1.0 make it into the top 8?
Okay, so I just found the seedings from last year.
Oh boy, here we go.
No, this was a couple years ago because the top 2 seeds are Ghost and Reba, so those are out. So let me read them and then tell me if any of these are grossly off. I'm not saying these are the seeds for this year, but Fluffhead is next, then Gin, Divided Sky, Mike's Song, Lizards, Antelope, Wickapog, Melt, Bowie, and then Disease.
I would have Antelope where Mike's is at least, and maybe not even have Mike's.
Well, they're both 2 seeds, right? Like the way it'll line up. Although without Ghost and Reba, they would.
I don't know if Mike's a 2 seed without Weekapah. It's the whole help slip Franklin's thing.
Exactly. And
well, I think it's funny because I have Mike's and Wickapah in the top 10. In the Elite 8, actually. Both of them individually are in the Elite 8. But maybe.
And where's Hydrogen?
Not.
Yeah.
267.
The tether there.
I got to Control F to find Hydrogen.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not anywhere. So
it's not anywhere.
Yeah, I think Antelope should be a number 1 seed too.
I agree with that completely. It's as we've said 100 times, the Mariano Rivera of closers. Like first set closer, second set closer.
Fluffhead is 1, Gin is 2, and then Antelope.
Yeah.
And then what's the other? Divided Sky or Lizards, probably. Or
Lizards.
Melt.
I would say Lizards.
Yeah. All right. So then the 2s are Divided Sky, Melt, Mike's, and Wickapog. That's weird.
I would put Mike's and Weekapah both as 3s.
At least.
And bump somebody else.
All right. I don't know if I trust you guys.
What? I don't even think Weekapog's a 3. Are you kidding? Come on. Like that's like.
All right. So what goes into the 2s? Bowie and Disease, or Bowie and Chalk Dust maybe now with that?
Yes, definitely.
Well, there's some names.
All right. Now we're
getting in the VIP list. See, that's some A-list shit right there.
SE Hood already won. So the way this works is if you've won, you retire. So Tweezer, Yam, Hood, Ghost, and Reba are not going to be in this year's bracket. They're all whoop, gone.
They're all up in the banners. They're raised in the rafters.
All right, so the 3s now. Are you saying maybe not Wickapah or Mike's?
Yeah.
So
I could see Mike's being there. I could see Mike's being a 3, but Weekapod would probably be a 4 or 5.
Okay, so then it's Disease, Mike's, Slave, and Punch, maybe? Or the Curtain With, or Gaiuti, Golgi, Sand,
Stash.
Maze, Riff, Stash. Yeah,
Stash.
that's where we're at. Creanie? Maybe Creanie slides up. I don't know.
I would put
You think
Stash above a lot of them.
I wouldn't put Stash above Maze. No, Maze is definitely above Stash, and I think Maze is above Rift. Is Maze above Gaiuti, though?
Yes.
Ooh.
Gaiuti is uneven at best these days.
What are we doing?
You
We're
just
doing
don't
3.
like Gaiuti.
I do like Gaiuti.
You don't dig on the swine.
I think it's Maze. It's
Pig
Punch,
meat goes
Mike's,
send me to
Maze,
my
and
grave.
Disease. I could be sharing this, and then you wouldn't actually have to listen to me.
Yeah, that would probably be a lot better, so everyone could see it. Visuals. Yeah. We're a visual medium.
Fucking, you would think I would know that at this point, but
we're not a podcast.
Oh, but you can't see this shit. I gotta blow it up.
Blow that shit up, man. Look at that.
So, like, you see how it's like 1s across the top, then 2s, and 3s. All right, so we're here. We're at the 4s now. Wickapod, Curtain, and Slave. So maybe Sand.
Yeah, Sand.
Is Wickapod? Is that now? Are we comfortable with it now at the 4?
Yeah.
I think Curtain might slide down. I think Curtain might be a little bit high on here.
Yeah, Curtain is a little high.
But don't you think? I mean, Weekapog is such a short, like nothing song. It's like it's not even like a Franklin's. Like Franklin's is the crescendo of that whole thing, right? Like it sets up going into it. Weekapog is just like this thing. No,
it's one of the best bass lines.
If you compare, you'd rather hear a Weekapog over a Gaiuti. You'd rather hear a Weekapog over a Rift, like just a Weekapog. I'm not talking about with the other two because that's how you have it.
Well, no, I mean,
man. Free, I would say Free belongs up there.
I would agree,
and I would say you are wrong, sir.
I would agree.
I think Carini should go up here. Free is fine. Free is good, but not
Carini up there.
Not that high. Where's Free? I have it down here, maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah,
this is really fucking
that's a
hard.
Slap in the face, man. That's
where the fuck is Llama on this?
I don't know, Llama. Where are you? It's here. We can move that up a little bit. I'll put Llama.
You have Evolve as a 5 seed. What the fuck are you doing?
I love how people are looking at this now and they're like, "What the fuck? Why do you have this there?" And it's like, calm down, everybody. It's really just to make you all triggered.
Yeah, it's to start the melts early.
All right, I'm seeing a lot of Simple stands, so we could slide that one up a little bit. Bag, I was just saying, Bag
Simple should be up there.
Yeah. I mean, Simple is huge.
Momo should slide down.
Simple over Weekapog.
What?
You're crazy to have Weekapog at a 4. You're crazy.
Yeah, I think that is
crazy.
Looking at these other names,
you're crazy, man. I like you, but you're crazy.
Simple belongs up there.
All right, well, fucking. You guys are stressing me out. I don't know what to do. What do I
do? You drop Golgi down to 8 and you put Simple as the 5.
Where's Golgi. There you go. There you go. Thank you. That's the move. And then Golgi can slide up to 7. I think Golgi's in 7.
Will.
Weekapog must drop.
Will.
What else? Okay, what else does it need to drop under? Simple, Creanie, Curtain, fine. But does it go to 6? Is it better than Stash? Maybe Stash comes up. I could see that. I could see Stash being a 5 and Weekapog going to 6. So I got to put that there.
Llama's a 5.
Oh, you can't keep everybody happy though.
No, you're doing good though. You're doing good.
All right, maybe Curtain's a 6 and Llama's a 5. No, Curtain's a 5. I think Curtain's a better composition. See now they're saying Gaiuti's way over.
Bias. This is your bias coming in.
It's my fucking bracket. Of course, it's my
llama.
bias.
Swap Gaiuti and Llama, and you'll have.
If you want to have your bias, then you make a fucking bracket.
It's all right.
Is Gaiuti overseeded?
Oh yeah. Only because it isn't.
So
it
what's
isn't
sliding
a
up?
jam vehicle.
But it. Okay, that's your bias, motherfucker. But it also has one of the biggest climaxes in any Phish song. That with the crazy triplet drum fill, and then like the big. So you know why the fuck am I telling you? You all know it. You know the moment. It has that moment. The moment speaks for itself.
I would say either Possum or Piper could both move up from a 7.
What?
Yeah, Possum's huge.
Yeah, and I think you could slip Coyote to a 5. I'm a huge Coyote stan. Like I agree with you.
Yeah, I am too. It's staying up there. I don't care. I think it's staying up. I feel good about these. Look how many songs like these are. This is if you're up in this half of the spreadsheet, you're good.
Let me just ask you this though: do you really put Sand above like Llama, Piper, and Possum? Because Sand is like a Trey song anyway. I feel like Sand should be down. And
I actually, for me personally, would put.
You could do that.
I put Simple here and probably Slave down one and Creamy up here. I think Creamy and Simple are both up here, and then I probably put Llama up here. And then bring Sand maybe.
I would still put Piper and Possum ahead of Sand, though. I would still put both of those above Sand.
I'm not moving Possum up. Piper, I think so. Possum, I think, is a 7.
Is equal to Sand?
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I don't agree with that, but I got you. Okay, it's your bracket.
Interesting. I feel like you need to bring MoMA up to an 8 because it's such a workhorse and it's so popular. And I think you also need to bring.
I think my friend needs to come up.
Really? Okay.
Especially since they started jamming it out.
We need a bathroom bracket, and we can put all.
Which one of these Free gets moved up?
Yeah, that's still
Free gets above. No, none of these. So it is this.
Why do you have Harpua? I mean. I'm not going to go there.
Why do I have Harpua? What, high or low? The fact that I don't know what you're going to say means it's probably a good
why
spot.
do you have it so high when it's
the bathroom region? I'm telling you, we need to do a bathroom bracket. Maybe Kev, maybe you and I should do the bathroom bracket. See,
you know what, Kev? You have said before we started doing this, do I think Gamehenge will impact anything? I thought Harpua was a beloved part of the lore to begin with and something that fans hold in high esteem. I think after New Year's, that's tenfold, right? Because that whole thing was a Harpua. So I think it's not – I think you could convince me personally that it shouldn't be an 8. But I think if you're thinking about like everybody collectively, it's probably in a good spot.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. The fuck? How would I know? Like, you don't know. You just doing it. And then you see everybody vote.
Now, let me ask you about Axela. Are you going with the original or are you going to change it to 2 this time?
No, I'm going to go nondescript and you decide, right? That's how it is. Same thing with curtain. Is curtain with or curtain? You kind of, however you know. I think Axel probably go.
I mean,
this is just my spreadsheet, Kev. This isn't the fucking bracket.
Just saying.
I know you are. You are. All right. Real quick, which one of these moves up? Gula? No. 46 days, maybe. Is there any other ones down here that you think definitely need to move up? See it now. I think
what I'd stick in that open 10 spot. I would stick a Wave of Hope.
All right.
That's
You can move Sloth down after New Year's. Like it can go down.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna do this all live. I'm because this all needs to be revisited. I want to get some new songs in there too. I think it would be cool to have like an Oblivion in here, even if it's not
Mercury could drop.
The Howling.
Where's Mercury?
All the way down in column 2, as low as you can go.
Yeah, fuck that. That's out. This is where Oblivion will go.
There you go. So Oblivion versus Fluffhead or whatever monster.
Right. Well, they'll have a.
You might, I'd move it up maybe to get it in there a little more.
Yeah.
We make that match up. Yeah.
Oh, let's move Gumbo all the way the fuck up here. Why not? Right?
See, it was
over a Wave of Hope when we be getting these tiny little like taster samples of Gumbo.
I don't even know where Wave of Hope is. I don't even see it.
It isn't on there because it didn't exist the last time we did this.
That's a possibility.
Hey, there's Petrichor. That's
We'll
on the
troll
back
that.
end there.
Yeah, Petrichor. Done. You're out of there.
Yeah, free should move up a little. I
Uh,
agree with that.
where's
Taste could
free?
even move up. Light
Where's
can
free?
move up.
What are you talking about? You got what are you talking
I'm
about?
just reading. I'm reading things on the side and agreeing or disagreeing where they are. Freeze at 10. A below.
All right,
Wolfman.
I'll put Wave of Hope right here.
That's good.
That's probably good.
Where's Ether's Edge? Exactly. Ether Edge and Evolve should both be in there.
It's fucking bullshit.
My 2 songs. Don't worry, they'll be in the bathroom break bracket.
I love this. We're gonna have a bracket with like 180 songs, and people are gonna still be hitting up like, "Oh, how could you leave out this? How could you leave out that?" You're like,
Of course.
I don't know. Should I just like slide this whole column up and then call it a day and just be lazy about it?
For now, yeah, because you need that open slot, and then we can go back and look at everything. Because again, you gotta. I still think you're gonna add another couple songs,
right?
Drop some things
and drop some things. Exactly.
All right, it's good enough for now. But the more important thing was we feel pretty good about this Elite 8. I do. I think this Elite 8 is solid.
Yeah, I like all those songs.
Well, there you go. Praise from Caesar.
Yep. Yeah, I love all these songs. All right. That's about all the critiquing I can handle right now.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Whoa.
I don't know if people appreciate how fucking hard it is to see that many Phish songs with like a million versions of them and how opinionated fans are. And then you put it out there to be judged and everybody's just like, "Oh, you're fucking dumb." But
I used to do workshops in college, run workshops, and I told people when you write something and you show it to the world, it's like having your baby just be thrown out there to be slaughtered, and you either do it or you don't. There's no two ways around it.
Well, can I tell you a secret? It made it look like you guys might think that I cared about your opinion and that I wanted to do this as a collaboration, but really I'm just getting insurance, so when it gets fucking destroyed on the interwebs, I can point to all you guys and be like, "Listen, I had better seatings. These guys made me change it."
Well, that's
tell them to hit me up on Twitter. Just tell them to hit me up on Twitter. I'll take care of it.
That's why you put it under the Wook Plus account and not your own personal account, because then it's more like they're just talking to.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll do this under the Wook Plus account.
Yeah, like you did with the dead one. That way, it's not coming back to you.
Yeah,
personally.
I know, but I don't know if I want Kev to post these this time. I appreciated all the help, but he also made like 4 like big mistakes. I was like, Kev, come on, man.
But he was on it. He had his alarm set. He was the one that always like, "Hey, we posted it," and then we'd both be, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." Or no, we're skipping it.
I think what I was thinking about doing too is instead of just doing a dump all at night, was every few hours sprinkling in another couple of polls, right? So that way it's like constantly fresh. You have to just always be checking in.
Set them, on like a schedule or
what
a
do
timer.
you work for Elon?
Well, now that you said it like that, I finally come to peace with shit, and now you're fucking getting my head again. God damn, Kev. All right. What else? Oh, Q&A. You guys want to ask us any questions, or we throw that out? Also, we can do the Wook Club thing while everybody thinks of their questions.
While we're waiting for any questions.
So I got a question for T. Are we going to Paris? Just Paris? Are you going to do wine country too?
Do you know if he wants to talk about that? I mean, it's fine, but I feel like that's something you can get a clearance for before we're live.
I thought we talked about it before.
Doing Disneyland Paris for the weekend, and like staying at like the Marvel hotel there because we're like big Marvel fans, so it'll be fun. And then Yeah, a week and then going to Paris proper for our anniversary next Wednesday. So, and then I'll be back. So, yeah, I'll be out next week for Wook Club and this. But yeah, it'll be fun.
I mean, it's not sweet that you won't be here, but it's sweet that you're doing that. I want to do Paris so bad. It's like on my bucket list. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Do you like bread and cheese
and
I
croissant?
Do. Look at me. Of course, I love broken bread and cheese.
And
what are
wine.
you talking about?
And wine.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yep. That's
a long.
Yeah, and we got a straight. Our flight is like to Salt Lake, and then from Salt Lake to Paris, and then coming home, it's a straight through to LA. So that'll be a long.
But you gain time coming back.
Yes,
at least.
Yes, but
it's gonna be like 24 hours going there because you're like adding time on every minute's like a minute and a half.
I know.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
We need the password theme song again. We need that.
Wait, who put that up?
Have we spun it yet? No.
No, it's just.
Can you see it? It's right there.
I'm rooting for SC.
No, you're not. You told me to take it off.
You're such a bastard. Gav.
In the green room, you're like, take that shit out of there. I don't want to listen to it. I was like, I can't take it off. SC would be so.
Well,
I said next year we should do it on the anniversary of it.
Right. We should have done it this year on the anniversary, and we forgot. So we should just save it for next year's anniversary and do it then, so we can talk about it.
Well, if it comes up, it comes up. That's what we're doing.
We're probably gonna hit it now that we've been talking about it.
I want to talk about this after we do the wheel. That's a good question. The answer is no. There is no strategy.
There used to be. Now there is none.
There is none. All right, let's see.
Spin. We need a Spin Doctor song. Oh, 10, 15, 10.
Holy shit. We can't get away from early 3.0 now.
No, not since we went to the wheel.
All right.
We're going back to random.
Yeah, we're going. Well, this was the last one, so this is Unite. Oh no, that's not it. What is this one? I don't know.
What is it?
Oh, Charleston. This was my wife's first show.
Again, another Tim show. How about? Imagine that.
You saw me spin the wheel. What the fuck?
Yeah, I did. I saw you spin the wheel, and everything on the internet is true.
That's right. Don't believe anything you ever see, man.
Yeah, this is Mrs. Wook's first
SC.
show. And I got her down on
Exactly.
I had a fucking blast at this show because she had never been like to anything like this, not even like a jam show, let alone Phish. And she was asked all these questions, like, "Don't worry about it," because like I didn't know if you explain it or do you just live it. So we got there and I was like, got her down on the floor because it was GA. And by the end of it, she was like, "We need to get more tickets now," like 100% hooked. Yeah, no jam vehicle or what do you call it? Jam chart song.
What does the show look like? Can we have a peek at it?
We sure can, Kev. We sure can. Maybe if I can remember how to do this. Where the fuck is it? Oh, hold on. Present. Share screen.
Man, if only we had a producer.
Right. Would be great. We got to talk to him.
Oh, a bunch of tunes.
Yeah, it's a
big old long list of songs. Nice. I'm okay with that, I guess.
Hey, well, I'm just glad it didn't open with a fucking 46 or what was it? No, Kill Devil Falls.
Oh, and he does the Broadway tune.
Muted. There you go. You were muted. For
I
reason.
was?
I think when you brought up the screen, it muted you.
How about that Mike song?
Yeah, I hate that they got rid of the ratings. I have no idea what this is.
Oh, God, Cav. Thanks. Can we just get one that's normal? I do like that there's a Susie Slave, though. That's pretty cool. That'll be fun.
Well, This is cool though. Horse Island is always fun. Mexican Cousin's odd though.
Always fun. Always fun.
Silence. Why do you break up the Holy Trinity? Why? Makes no sense.
Hydrogen was not in favor at one point.
I mean, that bouncing stash joy Buffalo Bill is a little.
I'm looking forward to Buffalo Bill. Another antelope. I tell you what, Buffalo Bill's fun because it's goofy as hell, and you're like, what exactly is going on here?
I see what I'm talking about, and I do not exaggerate when I say this. My first 20 shows had a number line. I am so sick of that fucking song. And I know everybody's like, oh, it's a great song, whatever, but not for me. I am 100% over it. I don't want it. It's fucked up, man. But no, this is cool. I'm glad we did this, but I'm also excited to get back to
I look for it on YouTube first, and if not on YouTube, archive.
Yeah,
or
re-listen.
Yeah.
Or Phish.in. I forget which is on which Android or Apple, but they all work.
I like YouTube if they have it, even if it's just the whole soundboard is a 2.5 hour thing with a picture of the cover.
Last week was cool. I mean, it was a little obnoxious watching it, but I was impressed somebody filmed from the floor most of that show.
Yeah.
The one that I watched. I mean, that was an effort, especially in 2010. Like, that was nice work. And then he mixed the sound, or he matched the sound to the other thing, so that was nice. Like, you had a good sound. I didn't have the stupid audience sound, so it's good. I like it when there's video. That is nice. It makes it a little bit more fun.
So apparently, what I'm hearing is the next night, and I do remember that. I remember the cross-eyed from the second night was way better. But you know what? I don't want to switch it up. I'll probably listen to both of them since they're back to back. But I think we'll focus on that.
What's your lottery strategy, Tim?
I don't have one.
Do you play the lottery often? Because you should probably go play it tonight.
Yeah. No, I think that now with everything being single selection, there is no more strategy, right? Like, I know that it used to be, paths versus best available versus lawns. If you were just worried about getting in, lawns or best available was actually best available wasn't your way, because it wasn't always, there was a fixed number. But now I don't think there's a strategy. But it's crazy how little people actually land the lottery. It's absolutely nuts.
I feel like this year it seems to be going pretty well. I feel like a lot of people,
because nobody's going to the fucking Midwest tour. Because when it doesn't go well is when it's the East Coast or the West Coast. Yeah, Alpine with the 80,000 spots. Right. Okay, sure, that's easy to get tickets for.
But I mean, whatever it is, it hasn't been the usual complaints of everybody getting the unfulfilled like usual. I feel like more people have gotten fulfilled this time, which is good. So
yeah,
but
they're pulsating with love and light.
Yeah. Was that it? I forgot what was on the set list. That was it.
That was it. We spun the wheel.
Yeah,
Sunday morning,
totally
10
just
a.m.
burnt out. I was like, woo. Wait, I don't play music on this one. We have credits for this show.
Yeah. Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Like, subscribe.
See you guys in a week or longer. 2 weeks. 2 weeks it is.
Have fun.
Let's just make the plugs as confusing as fucking possible. Fun, T. Have fun.
I will.
Can't believe you're leaving me alone with Kev.
I know. Good luck.
I don't think we should get anybody. I think we should just have Kev and I arguing for an hour next week.
Do it.
Fucking awesome.
Be perfect.